From the frozen poles to the heart of the desert, our planet is a tapestry of diverse landscapes. But few are as awe-inspiring, as formidable, as the towering peaks of the Himalayas and Karakoram. They are the Earth's giants, shrouded in clouds, their summits brushing the heavens. For centuries, these mountains have captivated the human spirit, beckoning adventurers and explorers to conquer their icy slopes. Today, we embark on a journey to the top of the world, exploring the 10 highest peaks on Earth, each a titan in its own right, harboring unique challenges and dangers. But these mountains don't give up their summits easily. They demand respect, resilience, and a deep understanding of their capricious nature. They test every climber who dares to attempt their ascent, pushing them to their physical and mental limits. First on our list, and reigning supreme above all others, is Mount Everest. A name synonymous with adventure, with human endeavor, and with the raw power of nature itself. Since that historic day in 1953 when Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay first stood triumphant on its summit, thousands have followed in their footsteps, drawn by the allure of the world's highest peak. But even with the advancements in modern climbing technology and weather forecasting, Everest remains a formidable and often deadly challenge. The air thins with every upward step, the temperatures plummet, and the mountain throws everything it can at those who dare to ascend. Over 300 climbers have tragically lost their lives on Everest, succumbing to the unforgiving conditions. Avalanches capable of sweeping away entire expeditions in an instant are a constant threat. The lack of oxygen at such extreme altitudes can lead to severe altitude sickness, impairing judgment and sapping the strength of even the most seasoned climber. Above 8,000 meters lies what is known as the death zone. Here, the human body simply cannot acclimatize. The air is so thin that it cannot sustain life for extended periods. Cells begin to die, organs struggle to function, and even the simplest task becomes a Herculean effort. Yet despite these daunting challenges, climbers continue to push themselves to their limits, driven by an unyielding desire to stand on the roof of the world. It is a testament to the indomitable spirit of human exploration, the urge to conquer the seemingly unconquerable. But Everest demands respect, not just for its physical challenges, but for the lives that have been lost on its slopes. It is a stark reminder that even with the best preparation, the most advanced equipment, the mountain always has the final say. Only those who possess unwavering determination, honed skills, and perhaps a touch of luck will ever stand triumphant on the summit of Mount Everest. And even then, they do so knowing that they have touched the very edge of human endurance. While Everest may hold the title of the world's highest, its neighbor, K2, stands as a stark and formidable challenge, feared even among the most seasoned mountaineers. Known as the Savage Mountain, K2's reputation is as unforgiving as its icy slopes. Standing at 8,611 meters, K2's beauty is both alluring and intimidating. Its sheer, almost vertical faces and unpredictable weather patterns create a deadly combination that tests the limits of human endurance. Unlike Everest with its well-trodden routes, K2 offers no easy paths, no room for error. The statistics speak for themselves. For every 4 climbers who dare to attempt K2, 1 never returns. The challenges posed by K2 are manifold. Its remoteness makes rescue operations incredibly difficult, while its steep slopes and unpredictable ice falls demand technical prowess and unwavering focus. Sudden storms can engulf the mountain in a blinding whiteout, leaving climbers disoriented and vulnerable. While Everest has been summited by thousands, K2 has seen only a few hundred successful ascents. It is a mountain that chooses its summiteers, rewarding those who possess not only physical strength, but also mental fortitude and an almost preternatural ability to assess risk. The climbers drawn to K2 are a special breed. They seek not just the glory of conquering a mountain, but the profound experience of facing their own mortality, of testing the very limits of human capability in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Kangchenjunga, the 3rd highest peak on Earth, stands as a colossal guardian of the Himalayas. Its name, derived from Tibetan, translates to 5 treasures of snow, a testament to its 5 majestic peaks. For centuries, this mountain remained unconquered, shrouded in mystique and local lore. The indigenous people of the region, the Limbu and Rai, revere Kangchenjunga as a sacred deity. They believe the mountain to be a repository of immense spiritual power, a belief that has fostered a deep respect for its untamable nature. Even today, climbing permits for Kangchenjunga come with a unique stipulation. Climbers must stop short of the summit, honoring the sacred ground where the mountain spirit is believed to reside. This tradition speaks volumes about the delicate balance between human ambition and the reverence we owe to the natural world. Kangchenjunga straddles the border between Nepal and India, a region notorious for its extreme monsoon season. During these months, torrential rains lash the mountain's slopes, transforming the landscape into a treacherous labyrinth of cascading waterfalls and unstable icefalls. Avalanches, a constant threat in the Himalayas, are particularly frequent on Kangchenjunga. The mountain's steep slopes and unpredictable weather patterns create a perfect recipe for these deadly slides of snow and ice, posing a significant challenge to even the most seasoned climber. Yet, despite the risks, Kangchenjunga continues to beckon climbers from around the globe. Its sheer scale, combined with its technical difficulty, makes it a coveted prize in the mountaineering world. Those who dare to attempt this formidable peak know they face a formidable challenge. Lhotse, the fourth highest mountain in the world, often finds itself overshadowed by its colossal neighbor, Mount Everest. Connected to Everest by the South Col, a sharp, windswept ridge, Lhotse might appear as a mere extension of its more famous counterpart. However, Lhotse possesses a character entirely its own. Its south face, a sheer wall of rock and ice, presents one of the most technically challenging climbs in the Himalayas. Even seasoned climbers, hardened by years of experience, approach this formidable face with a mixture of awe and trepidation. The route to Lhotse's summit is not for the faint of heart. It demands a unique combination of physical strength, technical skill, and unwavering determination. The mountain tests every fiber of a climber's being, pushing them to their absolute limits. While many have attempted to conquer Lhotse, only a select few have succeeded. The mountain's unforgiving nature has claimed the lives of numerous climbers, a stark reminder of the risks inherent in such high-altitude pursuits. The air at Lhotse's summit contains a fraction of the oxygen found at sea level. This thin air, combined with the extreme cold and relentless winds, can quickly lead to debilitating altitude sickness. Yet despite the dangers, the allure of Lhotse remains strong. The challenge of conquering this formidable peak, of standing triumphant on its summit, proves irresistible to those driven by a thirst for adventure and a desire to push the boundaries of human endurance. Lhotse stands as a testament to the enduring human spirit, a symbol of our relentless pursuit of the unknown, even in the face of extraordinary risk. East of Everest and Lhotse, standing in solitary splendor, rises Makalu, the fifth highest mountain on Earth. Its name, derived from the Sanskrit word Mahakala, meaning big black, aptly describes its imposing presence. From a distance, Makalu resembles a four-sided pyramid, its sheer faces and knife-edge ridges rising dramatically from the surrounding landscape. This isolated giant presents a formidable challenge, even to the most experienced climbers. Unlike its more frequently climbed neighbors, Makalu remains relatively untouched. Its remote location and technically demanding routes have kept it off the beaten path, preserving its pristine beauty and aura of untamed wilderness. Makalu's steep slopes, often covered in loose rock and treacherous ice, demand a high level of technical climbing expertise. Every movement requires precision and careful planning, as one misstep could have dire consequences. The mountain's unpredictable weather patterns add another layer of complexity to any ascent. Sudden storms can whip up with little warning, bringing with them blinding snow, high winds, and plummeting temperatures. Despite these challenges, Makalu continues to attract a special breed of climber, those seeking a true test of their skills and resolve in one of the most remote and unforgiving environments on Earth. Those who dare to tackle this formidable peak are rewarded with an experience unlike any other. They venture into a realm of pristine beauty, where the air is thin, the silence is profound, and the mountains reign supreme. The sixth highest peak in the world, Cho Oyu, stands as a majestic giant on the Nepal-Tibet border. Its name, meaning turquoise goddess in Tibetan, speaks to the serene beauty of its icy slopes. Unlike its more treacherous neighbors, Cho Oyu has earned a reputation as the easiest 8,000er. This relative accessibility stems from its gentler slopes and a more forgiving approach route. Each year, hundreds of climbers, enticed by its allure, embark on expeditions to conquer its summit. While not to be underestimated, Cho Oyu offers a comparatively less technically demanding climb. However, the mountain's beauty can be deceiving. At such extreme altitudes, Even the most experienced climbers are vulnerable to the insidious effects of altitude sickness. The thin air, a constant reminder of the unforgiving environment, can quickly turn a promising ascent into a desperate struggle for survival. The journey to Cho-Oyu's summit is a testament to human endurance. Climbers spend weeks acclimatizing to the altitude, gradually ascending to higher camps, their bodies adapting to the oxygen-deprived air. Each step forward is a victory against the relentless pressure, a demonstration of the indomitable spirit of exploration. The route is not without its challenges. Crevasses, hidden beneath layers of snow and ice, pose a constant threat. Climbers rely on their experience, their ice axes, and their unwavering trust in their teammates to navigate these treacherous obstacles. The air grows colder, the winds more fierce, as they inch closer to their goal. And then finally, the summit. A panoramic vista unfolds, rewarding the weary travelers with a breathtaking spectacle of snow-capped peaks stretching to the horizon. The Himalayas, in all their raw, untamed glory, lay spread out before them, but the journey is far from over. The descent, often overlooked, is just as perilous as the climb. Exhaustion and oxygen deprivation take their toll, testing the climbers' resolve one last time before they return to the relative safety of lower altitudes. In the heart of Nepal, rising like a colossal fortress of rock and ice, stands Dhaulagiri First, the seventh highest peak on Earth. Its name, meaning dazzling white mountain, aptly describes its awe-inspiring presence. Its sheer vertical faces and knife-edged ridges present a formidable challenge, even to the most seasoned mountaineers. Dhaulagiri 1 remained unconquered for years, its summit a seemingly impregnable fortress. It wasn't until 1960 that a Swiss-French expedition, after numerous attempts and facing incredible hardships, finally stood triumphant on its peak. The mountain had yielded, but its reputation as a formidable opponent was firmly established. The remoteness of Dhaulagiri adds another layer of complexity to any expedition. Far from the well-trodden paths of Everest, access is difficult, and rescue operations are fraught with logistical challenges. The ascent of Dhaulagiri is not for the faint of heart. The mountain demands technical prowess, unwavering determination, and an acceptance of the inherent risks associated with venturing into such extreme environments. Climbers must navigate treacherous icefalls, negotiate steep, avalanche-prone slopes, and contend with the ever-present threat of altitude sickness. The air grows thin and the temperatures plummet as climbers ascend higher, their bodies pushed to the very limits of human endurance. Each step forward is a victory against the elements, a testament to the strength of the human spirit. The summit, a small exposed platform in the sky, offers little respite from the harsh realities of the mountain, but for those who persevere, the rewards are immeasurable. The view from the top of Dhaulagiri 1 is simply breathtaking, a panorama of jagged peaks, deep valleys, and the snaking ribbon of the Gandaki River far below. It is a moment of pure exhilaration, a hard-won triumph against the odds. And then, the descent. Just as challenging, just as unforgiving as the climb. Every muscle aching, every breath labored, climbers carefully retrace their steps, their minds focused on the safety of base camp, on returning to a world where the air is thick and the ground is firm beneath their feet. Manaslu, the eighth highest peak in the world, dominates the skyline of the Nepalese Himalayas. Its name, derived from the Sanskrit word for intellect or soul, hints at the spiritual significance this mountain holds for the local people. Rising majestically above the surrounding valleys, Manaslu presents a formidable challenge to those who dare to climb its icy slopes. Known for its unpredictable weather and frequent avalanches, Manaslu demands respect from even the most experienced mountaineers. Its glaciers, riddled with deep crevasses hidden beneath layers of fresh snowfall, pose a constant threat. Each step forward is a calculated risk, a testament to the courage of those drawn to the allure of the high peaks. The first successful ascent of Manaslu, in 1956, marked a significant achievement in the history of mountaineering. The journey to the summit of Manaslu is a true test of human endurance and resilience. Climbers must contend with altitude sickness, extreme cold, and the ever-present danger of avalanches. The air grows thin, each breath a precious commodity. As they ascend higher, their bodies push to their absolute limits. The mountain is unforgiving, demanding unwavering focus and meticulous attention to detail. One wrong step, one moment of hesitation, can have dire consequences. Yet, despite the risks, climbers are drawn to Manaslu's challenge, their spirits ignited by the allure of the unknown. And then, finally, the summit. A sense of exhilaration washes over the climbers as they stand on the roof of the world, gazing out at a panorama of snow-capped peaks stretching as far as the eye can see. The world below seems to disappear, the only reality the biting wind and the overwhelming sense of accomplishment. But the journey is far from over. The descent, just as perilous as the ascent, requires every ounce of strength and determination. Exhausted but elated, climbers carefully retrace their steps, their minds focused on the safety of base camp, on returning to the world they left behind, forever changed by their experience on the slopes of Manaslu. Nanga Parbat, a name that echoes with both awe and trepidation. This Himalayan giant, towering over 8,126 meters above sea level, is known as the Killer Mountain, a moniker earned through decades of tragic expeditions. The mountain's south face, a sheer wall of rock and ice known as the Rupal Face, is the highest mountain face in the world, rising an astonishing 4,600 meters from base to summit. Even the most experienced climbers are humbled by its scale and unforgiving nature. The mountain's remote location in Pakistan adds another layer of complexity. Rescue operations are incredibly difficult, and the weather can change in an instant, transforming a challenging climb into a desperate fight for survival. Despite its fearsome reputation, Nanga Parbat continues to lure climbers from every corner of the globe. The first successful ascent by Austrian climber Hermann Buhl in 1953 was a testament to human endurance and determination. But for every triumph on Nanga Parbat, there are countless tales of loss. Avalanches, rockfalls, and sudden storms have claimed the lives of many experienced climbers, reminding us of the mountain's raw and untamed power. The mountain's history is etched into its icy slopes, a stark reminder of the risks these adventurers take in pursuit of their dreams. Yet the allure of Nanga Parbat remains, a siren song for those seeking to test their limits against nature's might. Will the mountain ever be truly conquered? Or is it a force beyond human control, forever demanding respect and claiming its due? Annapurna was a name synonymous with both beauty and brutality. This stunning peak, situated in the Nepalese Himalayas, holds a chilling distinction, the highest fatality rate of all the 8,000-meter peaks. The statistics paint a grim picture. For every 3 climbers who stand triumphant on Annapurna's summit, 1 life is lost amongst its treacherous slopes. Avalanches, unpredictable weather, and the ever-present threat of altitude sickness make this a climb for only the most skilled and resolute. The mountain's southern face, a wall of ice and snow so steep it seems to defy gravity, is considered one of the most technically challenging climbs in the world. Even the slightest misstep can have catastrophic consequences. Despite the inherent dangers, Annapurna wine continues to beckon seasoned climbers, drawn by its allure and the sheer audacity of its challenge. The first successful ascent in 1950 by Maurice Herzog and Louis Lacanal was a landmark achievement, pushing the boundaries of human endurance. Their harrowing tale of frostbite, near starvation, and a desperate descent became the stuff of mountaineering legend, a testament to the unyielding spirit of those who dare to dream the impossible. Annapurna. Ai is not simply a mountain to be climbed. It's a crucible, a test of human resilience against the full force of nature's fury. It's a stark reminder that the pursuit of greatness often comes at a heavy price. Yet the human spirit, much like the tenacious flora that clings to life on the mountain's lower slopes, finds a way to persevere, to strive, to reach for the seemingly unattainable. From the towering heights of Everest to the treacherous slopes of Annapurna, we've journeyed across the globe, exploring the majesty and menace of Earth's 10 tallest peaks. Each mountain presents its own unique challenges, its own story of triumph and tragedy. Freezing temperatures, oxygen deprivation, and the psychological battle of being so far from safety, these are the constant companions of those who dare to ascend these giants. With every summit reached, there is a story of incredible human achievement. But for every triumph, there are also tales of loss, of lives cut short amidst the unforgiving beauty of the high peaks. So, why do they do it? Why risk everything for a fleeting moment atop the world? Perhaps it's the lure of adventure, the desire to conquer the unconquerable. For some, it's a spiritual journey, a test of human limits against the power of nature itself. As technology advances, so does our ability to face these giants. But no amount of gear or training can truly conquer the risks these mountains hold. The mountains are patient, eternal, waiting for those daring enough to try and reach their heights. But remember, the mountains will always have the final word.